Guys, welcome aboard, and I hope you are doing well, especially if you are a Forest fan. And just to reiterate, if you haven't already heard, Jesse Lingard has signed for Nottingham Forest on a 1 year deal. It is signed, it is done, it is sealed. On top of that, he's going to be flying out to Germany, and the rumors are we may see him against Union Berlin, which of course we will have the watch along to on Saturday. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you like the video. If you're a Forest fan and you're happy with this signing, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let me know how you're feeling in the comments below. And if you're a West Ham fan, let me hear you do all this like you were doing on this morning's video. Let me hear you now. Anyway, let's jump into it, boys. So, this has developed at a rate of absolute nuts. And Forest have confirmed, as well as Jesse Lingard, of course, being social Lingard, has confirmed on his socials as well that he will be joining Forest. There is all kinds of debate going on about how much he is actually being paid. The Guardian have reported between 80k going up to 120k. Some other sources I've seen are saying 200k a week. What I'm saying is, I don't care. 80k, 50k, 200k, it doesn't matter. He's through the door. We are not here to work out his tax returns, how much he should get paid, how much he's owed. That's for people in positions within the club that will do that for us. We are fans of the club. We can rejoice when we make the signings and we can enjoy the football on the pitch. And believe me, we are going to see some scintillating football from this team that is being crafted together so beautifully by Coops and the boys. I can't wait for this Saturday. We may see O'Brien on the pitch. We may see Lingard on the pitch. We may see Brennan Johnson back up front where he belongs, drifting out to the right, linking up with Nico Williams. The team is this close to being complete. This close. I think we're one striker away, maybe two CMs or one CM as a backup away from having a fantastic squad. And you guys all know, and you guys are all telling me I'm crazy, but this team is going to be pushing top for next season. You will see. But I will guarantee you this, we will finish ahead of West Ham. That's nice and easy to do. Not a problem there at all. So, how am I feeling about this Lingard signing? To be honest, my stance still hasn't changed. I would have preferred Morgan Gibbs-White. Maybe we still go and get him if we do. Don't get me started on where I think Forest will finish. But the fact that Cooper's seen something in him, for me, says it all. There's a lot of this talk, and I've mentioned before in previous videos about how he's been a bit of a virus at Man U, how he's leaked certain things to the press, to Paul Scholes, etc. But you got to remember who we have in charge. When that was going on, it was Ranić in charge for Man U, Oli Solskjaer before that, etc. We got Cooper in charge. Cooper knows how to deal with players. He knows what player needs an arm around them, what player needs an ego boost, who needs a stern word with. He knows how to communicate with all these players, and he knows how to bring that cohesion together. So he will know exactly how to treat Jesse Lingard and exactly how to get the best out of him. So in terms of that happening, I'm not worried because I know Cooper would have assessed that and how he would fit in. Look at what he did with Spence. Spence was sent into Forest, told he's got attitude issues, told that, he should be playing for either Morecambe or Premier League. That by Neil Warnock. Don't get me started on Warnock. What a... Anyway, what does Coops do? He takes a boy who comes through the door and turns him literally into a man. Gets that potential out of him, pushes him to the point where he's now playing for a Champions League team. It's unbelievable the way Cooper can manage these players. He doesn't care about egos. He doesn't care about how many Instagram or TikTok followers or YouTube subscribers someone has. Just someone go and +1 me on a YouTube subscriber because I care. So if you don't mind, hit the subscribe button. He doesn't care about all of that. What he cares about is what can they add to the team, what can they provide for us, and how does it help Forest going forward. So let's have a look at Jesse Lingard and let's see what exactly he's going to bring to the team because there's a lot that he can bring. Alright guys, so I got some stats I want to share with you and it's courtesy of our boy Liam Henshaw. If you're not following Liam already, please go and follow him. It's Henshaw Analysis. It's at Henshaw Analysis. He does amazing work on Forest players, potential Forest signings. So please go and give him a follow. If you're not following me, it's Wolverine8125. So make sure you're doing that as well. But let's get into it. Let's have a look at some of these stats. All right, so if we bring this up, and like I said, please go give Liam a quick follow. He does this lovely breakdown of attacking position, defensive position, and kind of XGs and everything else you want to know. And it's all broken down for you in there. There's a few key stats I want to talk to you about Jesse Lingard and stuff that's going to interest me. If we have a look, the standout stat with him is shots on target. If this boy shoots, it's more times than not on target. 94% shot accuracy. It's absolutely fantastic to see. You can see that as well. He does a lot of defensive work. He does a lot of pressure on the players. So he's really good at the high press, as we were being told about earlier on the stream from Twist of Fate. And you can see as well in terms of possession, he's really good at holding on the ball. He's very good at that transition when defense turns into attack. Either he can carry the ball forward or he can find a nice through ball through into the strikers, and then you'll see him getting himself into the box as well to make sure that he's in the right place at the right time. As Liam says in his tweets, he fits the system. He applies the pressure and the work defensively. It's a good fit, and for 1 year, it makes a lot of sense. So I thought I'd share this the stats with you. Please go and follow Liam. Honestly, the work he does is amazing on Twitter, and there's so many players that he's reviewed, and it just gives you such a great insight to him. So what I want to do now is look at where I think Jesse's going to fit in, how we're going to line up. So let's bring up our virtual pitch here so we can have a better look into it. And it's just going to give us a better idea of the position. So this is how we lined up in our previous game against Hertha Berlin. Now, what I expect to happen is to see Johnson go into where Taylor is, and that's going to play us with the front two. And then Jesse to slot in where Johnson is. And that, for me, is going to be his best position for us in that cam role, in the, if you want to call it a 3-5-2, or if you want to call it a 5-3-2, or whatever you want to call the formation. I like to refer it as a 3-5-2. I think it's just the easiest way to talk about it. Now, what he's really good at, as I was mentioning a second ago, is playing between the lines and finding those pockets of spaces as well. And he is not afraid to shoot. And when he shoots, he's always going to be testing the keeper out. His attitude, his commitment, I think that's going to be the first things that are questioned. But as long as there are no issues there, I think we're going to be absolutely fine. He's going to want to prove himself. I think the thing that a lot of people are forgetting about is this is a World Cup year. I really expect Jesse to have had a chat with Southgate sometime in the off season and said to him, what is it I need to do to get myself back in the England team? Southgate is a massive fan of Lingard. Southgate has certain players who he loves to kind of bring into the squad, come what may. He likes Maguire, he likes Kane, Jesse Lingard's in that boat as well, Sterling, etc. So Lingard needs to be really motivated, and he has that motivation. That carrot hanging out for him is obviously the World Cup coming up at the end of November. We've probably got about 8 to 12 games before the World Cup, so he's going to need to start hot. And for him to start hot, he's got to be committed. He's going to be attacking. He's going to be pushing us forward. I think this whole contract scenario, where it's a 1 year contract, to me makes a lot of sense. Right, let's go through some physical stats with Lingard, kind of pen on paper stats that we can talk through and see what he's actually been doing over his career. So he's had and this is for the Premier League. He's had 165 appearances, 29 goals, 83 wins, 40 losses. They are what they are. So 29 goals and 14 assists. His goal per match is 0.18. His passes, he's done 4,000 odd. I mean, these are kind of generic stats. His shooting accuracy is 43%. But this is over his career. The season I want to focus on is the last one where he had a bit of time to, let's just bring it up here. I think it was, there we go, the 2021 one where he went on loan to West Ham. Now, for me, this is a better reflection of what we can potentially expect from him. So in this, he had 16 appearances, 9 goals, 4 assists. Shooting accuracy, 1 and 2 was on target. Shots on target, 22. Overall shots, 42. He scored 1 penalty out of those goals, but it was his gameplay and his link-up play that doesn't really come out. I mean, these stats look fantastic, but in terms of his link-up play with Antonio while he was at West Ham, the chemistry was really good, and I can see him thriving with a link-up into both strikers, be it Brennan Johnson or Owoni. Owoni, I think, will work really well with him. He can hold the ball off, lay it back into Jesse. Jesse can go in on a run or put Owoni back through, etc. There's going to be so many attacking options. It's going to be really, really exciting to watch. And I'm just really looking forward to this watch along on Saturday at at Union Berlin. Sorry. So, a lot to be excited about. There's more and more transfer rumors floating around. The Maxwell Cornet one is still in full flight. There's obviously the Emmanuel Dennis one that's being talked about. There's still small embers talking about Keenan Davis as well. I will bring you an update video tomorrow on all the latest transfers. But today, let's rejoice, let's celebrate. Let me know below what you think about this signing. Where do you think Forest are going to finish in the league? And West Ham fans, where are you? We'll see you on the next video.